Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate how to mark off the boundaries for the boundary correction exercise. It's helpful to put a 6-foot leash down, put a marker for your anchor point where you will be standing, and then I just use my feet to mark off 2 feet from the anchor point for the first circle, and then I'll mark off 2 feet from that circle for the second, and then 2 more feet for a third circle. And these tape lines don't mean anything to the dog. They're not even really necessary. It just makes it easier for the handler to know where to put the food and where the line is that you're going to use a correction if the dog goes over it. So I'm marking off the circles, and then I'm going to bring Kimber out and we'll be demonstrating the exercise. So the point of the exercise is to teach the dog a spatial area around you that you want them to stay in. So it's about 5.5 feet. It keeps the leash loose and keeps them from getting into a tight leash, which can contribute to reactivity. So first, Kimber comes out. She gets lots of food in the first and second circle. And I mean, we want to put down a lot. You don't want to put down 1 or 2 pieces. You want to put down a good amount of food. So that she's getting lots and lots of rewards for staying in the first and second circle. She's getting some rewards out in that third circle, not as many as the first 2. And at some point, a piece of food's going to bounce out there. So I just gave her a boundary correction. It was just a little tap on her collar. As soon as she responded, she turned back. I mark yes, and then she gets tons more food within the 3 circles. So we don't want this to be a negative shutdown experience. We want the dog to get the information, oh, I went too far, and then get lots and lots of rewards for responding and coming back. And you'll see right there, she gets out and I pull. Pulling is not as effective. I didn't have good timing on that. She still did come back, so she got marked and she got a yes, marked with a yes, and she got more food. You'll see in a minute she's going to do another one and it'll be much more effective. So she goes for it a little. There we go. She tried to go outside, comes back, tries to go outside, comes back. Lots of food within the first 2 circles and a little bit in the third circle. So at some point you're going to see her look and she'll see the food that's out farther than 5.5 feet right there. And she's like, no, I'm going to stay in this circle closer to my handler because I'm going to get lots of rewards. So that is the essence of the boundary correction exercise. This area is not set in stone. So like when you move, that 5.5 foot spatial boundary comes with you. But the tape lines is just to help you understand what I'm talking about when I mean a spatial area around you. So once you're done, you can walk your dog outside the circles. The circles don't mean anything. They can clean up any food that went outside. It's nothing about those particular pieces of food except where they are in relation to you. So hopefully that all makes sense. This is a good exercise to try a few times. What you'll find is your dog will do a lot less pulling on the leash because they get a lot of rewards for being closer to you. And then there's further description in the lecture.